Good morning, everybody. Morning from the UK. Of course, guys in America watch later on today, then evening. Right, so we're going to be doing going ahead here and casting for the Trouble 3. So start off with so just to warn you in advance, obviously there was a patch this week, so these games are all on the old version of StarCraft, so it's going to take a bit of faffing around. We will get there. Okay, so getting straight into the series. There were a few dropouts CTL this week. Won't be matches to cast for that. Actually, our first match here was between Time Pro. Psionic Aftermath. Guns and Roaches, Psionic Aftermath. So yeah, first match was a dropout for our player. Gave the one GNR's Time Pro. So go ahead and get into this second match. This is GNR's Fish versus Psionic Chips. I'll say old series of the version of the game. Could have been embarrassing. I was loading up an old version of. Have a look. Oh. Spawning in the top right hand here. Light blue probes, light blue drones, GNR's fish. And in the bottom right hand corner, representing Psionic Aftermath, purple drones, it's chips. Both players just sending out these early overlord scouts as you expect. Early game, not going to be too much in the way of a deviation. You see that coming down for fish. straight away. So perhaps aggression here, but we can see the mirror on the other side with Chibs as well. So both players are going to go for a bit of an aggressive play. One. Yeah, both players looking here to go for this aggressive play to start off with. Very early gap, very early. Let's see some fastings very shortly. Looks like it's earlier here for Fish than Chips. See how this plays out though. Chips does go ahead and take its Fish. Very, very mirror kind of build orders here at the moment. See how this progresses. Get further on into the late game. Fallings on the way out now. Fish, but Chips actually opts to go for 6 link. And speed is now on the way for both players. Fish going more for that defensive queen. While Chips obviously things. She goes. But Fish actually is fallings out across the map here now. Just going to pop up bases. Does scout the 6 runs. Let's see what's. A few more lings. He has gone ahead and gotten that bailing there. Just keeping up that action. Fish meanwhile going for the extra gas, getting a couple more. They're looking to go for that much play. Trying to push back these. He is about to finish up. Fish obviously has spotted his overlord, but these pulls back his own Zerglings to just try and help. Defensive painless Chips. That bird sound. Okay. Yep, so as I say, more and more of these lings are just streaming out across the map here now. 4 Chips and get some done. Completely stop all drone production here, nothing. Massive. So this best attack coming now on the natural. Nice bailing hit there, getting quite a lot of those Zerglings. 12 Zerglings went down here. Nice bit of a trade up actually. Nearly even in the buses. Let's catch up. His bailing is just going to run straight up into that main base. Had to catch the queen. Lings just keep reinforcing across the map here, just keep applying that pressure onto Fish. Really just trying to close this game out here. Go tips relative. Nice surround here for Chibs getting around those lings. Drones even now contribute to defense. Managed to close this down once. Numbers here are just dwindling more and more. Fish, you can see the counts. Down 24 by hill. Bailings here now again for Chibs. And we do see Fish has now actually transitioned into this roach style of play. So we do see 7 roaches ahead. Lair on the way and the spine cord to help hold this. See what Chibs is like. Trying to combat this. Still seeing it. Mainly constant kind of singular aggression Chibs is trying to pull off, but against these roaches, those banelings and Zerglings aren't going to get. Now pull back all of these. I'll go much further. Burrow on the way here. Some more poor fish and Roach Squad actually on the way here now. Chibs. Obviously he's accepted it so much stuff. Roaches. It's really things are going to go for the run by here now though with while the Roaches are out on the map. Quite a few lings here. I'm just going to run straight up into the shoreline and start dealing some damage here. A bit indecisive there, whether he wants to clean all the drones. That's back wasting a lot of time there, where the lings couldn't really get much damage done because they spent a lot of time. So they held off very nice. Roaches are going to just up into the naturals, get any damage done. Very nice micro, just picking off that bailing. Chip's own roach. No. Yeah, is that Glar Glar? Oh. Well, Ling's coming out here for. Who wants to pull these out in defense? Hold that. Works down to just 9 here for our light blues player. Really, you need to start getting some damage done now with the economy that he has lost. Roaches are going to push in. Just come up on the natural of Chips. Back then, realising that another push here. Come on, this ramp to attack these Roaches, and both players now just absolutely pat down on this road action and just building more and more and more. Really going to end this game here. Reinforcements coming out here. Now 4 fish. Yeah, and I think that is GG. GNR Fish takes the 2-0 lead. So there's going to be a little bit of mess in here. Obviously this is for an old version of StarCraft. Just get seen this match here between and actually match 3 again was over. Dropping aftermath, which leads us into match number 4 here between GNR's Hatchery and Psionic. Okay. Realise, is that breaking off? Okay. Oh. Okay, so getting back into this match number 4 here. So it's currently 2-1 to GNR. And we'll choose players now. In the top left-hand corner, it's GNR's Hatchery. And in the bottom right, playing with the blue Heron pieces, Psionic Aftermath Daunted. Okay. Obviously, 2-1 here in favour of GNR, so Psionic Aftermath. Just going to want to get some wins here to try and claw back and see if they can go the full length. Very standard opening here. Sorry if the in-game sound is a bit loud. Just trying to balance that out. Do you see that? Hatch first here into pool for Hatchery. Obviously very standard openings here, nothing too aggressive. Both players look like they're going to go quite safe. Second command center coming down here for Daunted, and the SUV is just going to pop out to the map and check for that early aggression. Obviously the aggression is down the pool. No concerns there. Second. Is that picking up my voice? Yeah, that is. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. SUV just going to pop into the main base here. Things are actually going to pick this off, but he does see everything that he needs to see here. Knows obviously the ball's down. All the information that he needs at the moment. That extra hatchery. Knows it's not going to be super aggressive here. Drones all coming out on the map there. Factory's already out here. We're going to see this Hellion opener. Just to see what kind of damage he does get. A couple of Reapers are out here on the map now. Just going to pop up into this natural and see if they can get any economic damage done. Managed to catch a Ling, although yep, I want to stay a little bit clear of that Queen there because I really make it a bad day for this. Just going to pull back now. Let them heal up. Checking into that third. No, third actually is down here, but we could possibly see some sort of 2-base roach play here. A lot of Lings are coming out onto the map now. Hatchery not actually producing any more drones here. It's going full on into this unit production, so potentially see some aggression here from him very shortly. But this 111 style, which obviously has become very popular sometimes, has been taken here by the veteran player. And we do see these Lings coming out here now, just catching off these Hellions, and this Roaches are in production here now, so definitely some aggression here from Hatchery. There's running out across the map here now. This wall isn't quite up here just yet in the natural. So these Hellions are going to fortunately take these losses, but should clean this up just fine. Okay, so Roaches and Ravages on the way here now for Hatchery. A lot more Lings coming out with this as well. Daunted, again, not putting too much to his own economy here, just choosing to drop down these mules. Continuing on, you see Widowmine and Medivac come here, so potentially a Widowmine drop the Zerg base. We'll see what happens here. Nice catch there with the bike and just going out and cleaning up the overlords. Hold up at the scouting, but hold it here. Hatchery does come in with these roaches and these ravagers. Gonna see if we can close this out right here, right now. And I don't know if Daunted has enough to hold this off right here. Just managed to pull these back up into the main base. Losses are actually fairly balanced here. Widowmine's getting a fairly decent hit off there, but only really catching lings. And the lings do manage to stream into the main base here, but it looks like Daunted might just be able to hold this off. He can just break the back of these roaches. No, Hatchery does in take the. Okay, so again, apologies, we're going to have to mess around with this game here a bit. Just while this is all loading up, I'm not sure if any of you will have noticed by now, but I am wearing my Psionic Aftermath swag t-shirt. Yeah, really impressed with the quality of it actually. Guys for setting that up. Store envy there. Right, so we have just witnessed Hatchery versus Dawn. Has gone in favour of GNR. So currently, currently we are 3-1 in favour here of GNR. So the next match here is going to be Damn Photon versus OF. Get into this game here. See what we can do. So, starting off here in the top left hand corner with the light blue drones, it's Psionic Aftermaths OFE. And in the bottom right hand corner with the green Terran SCVs, Damn Photons. Another TVP matchup here. So again, I wonder what we could see coming up. Matchup. Roaches not seeming to feature too greatly in any of these replays. I wonder why that is. Seemingly not that popular teams. Very standard openers here at the moment. Looks like OFE is going to go for that quick hatch. Not too concerned about getting the spawning time. Yeah, so we do see that pool coming down here now for OFE. Not really much going on here, just like Damn Photons is around that second CC there. Again, neither player going for any particular aggression, just looks like they're playing it nice and safe. Getting their expansions out, building up their economy. They're really getting things on the way. Factory on the way here now for Damn Photon as well. Drone looks like it is going to come out and take this third base here, so it's going to be much more of a macro focus game here compared to the last series. Yeah, we'll see how that works out for these guys. Reaper here, just having a little look around, not going to get too much done with these lings having got down out here nice and early. So Reaper is just going to get pulled back there. Not a lot on here just at the moment. We do see that reactor finishing up now and switching here with the factory. So perhaps we'll see another Hellion opener here for GNR's Gamma Photons. Another factory actually on the way here now for Gamma Photons. Looks like he's going to be going for a predominantly very mech-based style here. Perhaps we could see some sort of mass Hellion play. I would expect that's probably going to be the case. Really counted as those kind of small splash damage. Tanks behind this as well. And no starport actually here just yet for Gamma Photons. Be very committed to this ground mech style of play. In the meantime, across the map, OFE here, just really continuing to build up that economy, not really opting to go for any kind of tech here at the moment. We'll see, hopefully very shortly, what he plans to go for matchup. The quick layer here actually coming out. So perhaps he's going to go for some sort of Spire play? Or maybe Hydralisks? Obviously no Roach Warren down here just yet, so it looks like it's going to be something a little bit different here, although Baneling Nest does go down here in the back. Aliens have managed to just push into this third here. Not really getting too much done. Actually no drones were on that base quite yet anyway. Unfortunately he does lose a couple of the Hellions here for trouble, so not a great trade-off here for the Terran player actually. We'll see what he can actually manage to get done. He's going to push out now with these Hellions and a couple of these Cyclones to see if he can get a bit more damage done here. Looks like he's going to loop round onto this third base again. Banelings are on the way out here now for OFE. This could really shut down this aggression that in now from Terran player. Queen's very nicely positioned. They're more than ready to hold this off, and the Banelings do come in here now. Not getting as much damage as I would have expected, but these Queens are going to clean this up nice and easy. Getting off that nice transfuse there as well, just to keep these alive. Gamma Photons has to pull back without really getting too much damage done to the actual economy. Really only picking up a couple of Queens and things. But no, losses are fairly balanced here just at this moment. So neither player really giving too much away. Just going to pick off that Overlord there as well. So we do see Overlord Speed has finished up now, and there we go. There's that Hydralist then coming out once this layer has finished up. So it looks like he's going to go for that Hydra-based play. Baneling Speed on the way out here now as well, and it looks like things possibly going to pop into Banelings and go for that Baneling Burst. Yeah, Gamma Photons is very committed to the next style play here now, just pumping out more and more Aliens and Cyclones. Roof Spines on the way here as an upgrade now for the Hydralisk Stone. We do see that Infestation Pit coming out here too, so maybe that could be just to trigger the Hive, or perhaps you just want to go for a few Infestors here behind this as well. Double Evo is coming out. We will start to see these upgrades very shortly for our Zerg player. +1 and Blue Flame already on the way here, out here now for the Terran. Really getting into that kind of mid-game here now. Both players opting to go for these upgrades and really build up these armies to get them nice and strong, so they can start to push a bit more aggressively into the bases. Queen's coming up here now just to check on the 4th expansion slot. Find anything too much there. more and more Hydras coming out here now at the moment for the Zerg player. Currently looking at 54 to 54 army supply here. Obviously quite a bit of an economic lead for OFE, so we should see this start to snowball more into his favour. You see more and more of these Hydralisks are coming out now. Looks like we're going to start seeing that move up. Hydralisk speed and +1 attack on the way here. No armor upgrade started just yet, so he's going to opt for a second hero chamber. I would have expected him to come for the +1 armor, but perhaps he's going to go for the melee. There we go. There's the hive coming down here now. We do see the smart servers upgrade and the cyclone upgrade here, +2 attack as well coming out for the Terran player. And he does indeed opt to actually go for that melee attack rather than the armor here. So really going to be focusing on actually mixing up these melee and ranged unit things, obviously with the Hydralisks. But Spire actually coming out here now at the back for OFE. With that hive on the way, potentially we could see this go into a greater Spire, and perhaps he's actually going to go into Broodlords here, which particularly with this kind of mech style play, very heavily focused on Hellbats and siege tanks. And for less degree of these Hellions, Broodlords can really punish this quite badly. See what he does opt for here. 4 bases out here now for the Zerg player. We do see this nice big army. There are only 3 bases out here now at the damn photons. I'm quite happy with this game. It's going on a bit longer than the ones that we've seen up till now, so I'm going to see a bit more of this later style play. Right, so OFE now is going to start pushing out with these units. The things are going to come down, just poke away at this 3rd base. Obviously, damn photon does back with no problem. Plenty of mech for. Damn photon's actually having a slightly bigger army here as well. Looks like, yes, there we go. Greater Spire does start up here for OFE, so it looks like we are going to be seeing these Broodlords on the way here now. 8 Corruptors currently on the production tab here. Yes, absolutely. We're definitely going to be seeing some Broodlords here. +2 attack, +1 armor is about to finish up here for our Terran player. And just more and more siege tanks actually coming out behind this. Actually, Terran losing quite a lot of their army here already. Taking a massive drop down here from 100 to just 64 army here. These siege tanks really doing the brunt of the work, but the Hellions and the Hellbats and the Cyclones not really getting a lot done here. Very nicely played there. You see these Raptors, they have been spotted by the scan. +3 attack on the way here now for the Terran mech. He's going to just push in here again, but these Hydralisks are going to completely punish this with no problem at all. And there we go. You see them clean up Terran forces quite nicely here. So Broodlords are on the way out here now. 6 Broodlords currently moving in. And as this count starts to build up, we should see the last 2 also just a moment. Very nice army lead here for OFE, 81 to 56, and I think if he just pushes in with these now straight away, I think this could be GG. Broodlord's obviously very good against this mech level of play, and no actual Cyclones here being reproduced or damn photons, so he's actually going to have nothing to fight against this. Broodlords are going to go absolutely to town on this mech army here. And we do see some Thors queued up here now in preparation, but damn photons, he realises that he's not going to get the anti-air out in time, and those Broodlords do seal the deal. GG, our Zerg player. You just have to bear with me once again. Streaming. Okay, guys. You should just close it and restart it and keep logging in, faffing with the the authenticator. Okay, right. So, so to this match here. Match 6, unfortunately, was a walkover here in favour of Psionic Aftermath Neru. She managed to get to the match and overall win. Remember. So obviously 3 for 3 at this point. Does go into the Masters series, which is a best of 3 here between Cactus and Salivant. Get these underway here now. So obviously this best of 3 between these two players will decide winner of this week in the Chobo Team League. And overall, not to downplay Psionic Aftermath, like GNR have been much better prepared for these matchups. Really kind of picking apart Psionic Aftermath. Unfortunately, most of our successes have come overs, only managing to capture one actual match so far. So, a bit of a shame, but we'll see if apologies for that. Right, so getting off into the first match of this best of 3 between Cactus Man and Salivant. In the top left hand corner here, representing Psionic Aftermath, it's Salivant. And in the bottom left hand corner, the light blue drones, it's GNR's Cactus Man. Wonder if goes by the name of Cactus Man. Viking drone. Okay, so again, fairly standard openers here from both players. That nice early hatchery coming down, and that just yet. Yeah, all off starting here now. Salivant as well. Can be very standard. Obviously, this is the Masters bracket here with this this best of 3. Be at the top end of the chopper. We should see some interesting matches. Right. Oh, Salivant just doing the loop here around the Zoe base. We do see that spawning pool come out here now. Expansion down has come down here for Salivant as well. Cybercore on the way here, so again, just going to look at that very standard kind of opening for both players. Nothing too exceptional, nothing too greedy, nothing too aggressive. Just a very normal style of play. So second hatchery does just up here. Cactus Man. Beans on the way here now straight away. Do see that Zerg speed coming out as well. And actually, most of these larvae is going to be chucked, making Zergling. So perhaps we could see a bit of 2-base aggression here. We'll just have to wait and see what he does decide to go for. Evolution Chamber does come down behind this as well, so it looks like we are actually going to see some aggressive Ling play here. +1 attack probably going to come out. Go with that Ling speed. She does. First depth is going to pop out on the map here. I'm just going to squeeze past the. See that there's drones are coming out here now on this natural base, but not huge amount of natural drone production. Oh, we do see the dropper lords more from the other side of the map now. These lings are going to come running around, and this is going to put these straight into the main base of Salavant, and he's going to have no idea that this is coming at all at this. Second gateway does come out here, third gateway in fact as well, and a shield battery, and he's really going to push to try and hold this front. Stargate here coming out as well, but he's got no idea that this drop is about to come into the base, and he's only really got these two adepts here, and they're not even in the no, they're only here in the front wall, they're not actually up at the base, so this is going to get very, very bad very quickly. Lots more lings coming out here for Cactus Man, and no wall off, they just managed to walk straight up into the natural. These now dropping into the main as well, and this is going to be really, really hard to hold for Salavant. I don't think he's got enough here. Lings do get pulled off the line to try and fight against this. Stargate does finish up here, but Salavant calls the GG. Yeah, no way he's going to be able to hold that off, unfortunately. First match does go to Cactus Man. Okay. First match, this best of three, looking very much in favour of GNR at the moment. I keep wanting to say Guns and Roses, but not is it? Guns and Roaches? Guns and Roaches. Okay, so getting on here into this second match between Salavant and Cactus. So guys, as I say, I am casting this in the morning in the UK. If you're watching this on the rerun a bit later on, then good evening. Yeah. A bit of a disjointed time, but here we go again to our second match of this best of three. So once again in the top right hand corner here with the blue drones, it's Psionic Aftermath, Salavant. And in the bottom left, light blue drones, Cactus Man. Currently 1-0 lead here to GNR in closing three. Well, this does put them ahead for the whole of the series here for week 3 in the CTL. See if what Salavant can do to try and win this back. Once again, that standard kind of gateway opening here, front wall. Nothing to share, and again, nice early hatchery here from Cactus Man as well. So no real deviation from the previous game, but what these guys decide to get into. They progress the early opening here. Spool is Spool. Bonnie Paul is out here now. Gateway just finishing up in the top right hand corner for Salavant. Chucks down that Nexus there straight away. Should expect to see the Cybercore come out here any second now. There we go. Yeah, so a very, very, very standard opening at all. Eastwatch is one of those weird maps. So it'll be interesting to see what Cactus Man does take us to this next expansion. Is you can opt to go for that kind of safe third up here, or will he progress down into this gold base in the bottom mid and go a bit more aggressive? See very shortly what he decides to do. Got the Queens on the way out here. Speed is coming well, and once again these first few lava all getting put towards these 6 Zerglings here. Other side of the map again. First Adept is on the way from that single gateway. So, looking like a very, very similar opener to what happened in the last game. Stargate does come out here now quite a bit earlier than it did in the last game. Hopefully, manage to get something off this defensive, not lose those dropper lords. Okay, on the way here now as well. Zerg speed about halfway done. Yeah, he has chosen to just stop at that 6 lings, not go for that super aggressive style he went. Yep, just going to pop up and check for the 3rd base while trading into the 2nd. That 3rd hatchery does indeed go. It's going to be much more of a macro-oriented game this series, and this game from Zerg player. Adept just going to shade off there into the main base. See if we can get a bit more damage done up here. These lings are just going to come down and shut this down. No problem at all. Obviously getting all the nice bit of scouting there does Salavanth, so he knows exactly what opposing players up to here. Nothing really going to be a surprise there. 6 lings now coming out onto the map. War has been finished up here. There's Adept hold these at bay, and hopefully that shield battery will be just about in time to keep this alive in the war for a nice long time. Okay, Oracle on the way out here now for the Protoss player. Lair on the way on the other side of the map, and things. Just going to push up into the natural here, sorry, and see if they can get anything done. Not. Okay. So, you see that Twilight Council coming down here now for Salavanth, so perhaps he's going to go for a bit more of an Adept play, maybe going to go ahead and get the Glaives here. And my guess is I'm going to finish up. 2nd Oracle is coming out here on the map, so it looks like he's going to wait for these both to finish before he really tries to go and apply that pressure. And there we do. Used to the resonating glaives here for the Protoss, and Hydroden coming out here now with the Bailing there for the Zerg. Really just pumping everything into this economy here. That is 48 workers currently to 42. Neither side really has much in the way of an army here at the moment, and these oracles just going to play defensive duty, not going to put on any of this economic pressure at the moment. And not, yep, no, yep, there we go. Just managed to save that probe there, fortunately. Could have been a bit of a pain if he had to rotate that. The Zerglings actually, Zealot's actually coming out here now with speed on the way here as well, and looks like he actually cancelled the resonating glaives upgrade, and instead opted to go for this this kind of charge lot based army. I do wonder if that kind of delay is going to set him back a little bit here. Double Robo coming out here now for the Protoss. Looks like Templar Archives here as well. Immortals are going to come out here now for the Protoss player. Lurkadan has gone down on the other side of the map. But it looks like the Zerg is going to go for, again, a bit more of a macro focus play, not really too aggressive, and not to move Zerg now as well. So, Forge and Templar Host do just to finish up on the top right here. Expect to see +1 attack coming out here now in a moment, and potentially Psionic Storm. I do like this very defensive style of play that both of these players are going for here. Neither really going for the heavy aggression, but saying that, we do see this now. Lurker's coming out here now. Bailing's morphing down here at the front, and the third player is going to start to move with these. See if he can get some damage done. Lots and lots of lings now flooding out onto Cactusman has decided that this is his time. He is going to absolutely go for it. 60 army here to 48. Psionic Storm does come out here, +1 attack, but perhaps this could just be a little bit too late to actually hold these off. Charge has finished up. And here we are, we're going to see the first really big engage of this matchup here. And they want to be really careful with these lurkers, because obviously that is going to be a death trap for these ground-based forces if they start to try and push forward into this here. They will absolutely shred these ground units apart. Nice force was there, just splitting off this army. A couple more mortals are going to come out. We don't see any Archons out on the map here just yet. I'd possibly like to see these Oracles actually come forward and help to deal with these lurkers, but it looks like they're just going to sit back and watch ever so quietly. Their base does go down, and got quite a bit of damage here to the Protoss player, down to 36 army here now. Just these 4 Immortals really hold this back. A couple more coming down here as reinforcements, but Zerg are just flooding more and more Hydras, more and more Lings across the map, and this is going to be so difficult for our Protoss player to hold here. Has actually managed to hold this off. These Immortals observers obviously doing a lot of the work here to try and detect these lurkers and stop them doing too much damage as the Immortals approach. Obviously, Immortals tanking those spines, really doing what they can to push them back. More gateways on the way here now for the Protoss player. We do see a Warp Prism coming out now with +2 attack. Looks like we're going to possibly see some offensive drop play. A third Nexus does go back down here now to Zerg player just building this army back up here now, not opting to go for any more tech, any more upgrades, just throwing all of that economy into more and more units and just getting them across the map there. Banelings, Zerglings, Hydralis, Lurkers, very nice composition here. See what they can do. Revelation coming down here now on these Lurkers. Nice storm there, picking up a couple of these. And yeah, very nicely dealt with here actually by the Protoss player, really managing to hold a very good defense with only a small amount of units, really utilizing the abilities of these casters. Taliban just needs to pull back here just a little bit. Obviously the numbers dwindling, they're not going to be able to do here against these. You see a 4th base actually go down here now for the Protoss player. On this gold base here, it has been noticed by the Zerg, so we'll see how he reacts to this. He himself has taken his own gold off. Protoss is going to come in here now and just clean this up and make sure that 4th finishes up with no real problem at all there. Maulings are going to come out here for a run by on the 3rd base on this right hand side. Nothing here to defend actually for the Protoss player, so see if you can actually get much economic damage done here. A couple of zealots just going to warp in to help defend. So yeah, not completely out of the water, water yet here for the Protoss player. Zerg is still building up this army, but he's going to go now for this infestation pit and this zealot speed. +3 attack here now coming out for the Protoss player. Really building up this army, and we'll see if he can actually hold Hydras out here for the Zerg. The station pit has finished up, so we'll see if he actually wants to get force investors. It's going to be to go up into that hive. 2 link now. Zealots and Immortals way out here. Protoss player. So we do see a Spire go down here now. I guess with the Infestation Pit, he's probably going to go for a Hive and then head into Greater Spire, but I've seen any sort of commitment to any upgrades off the back of that Infestation Pit just yet. One more Archons on the way out here now for the Protoss players. We do see this big engage actually coming up here now on the 4th map. Here, bailing hits, taking down a lot of this Protoss army. But these Archons just going to come forward and try and tank some of this damage from these lurkers and help the Templar get these storms down. Not dealing a huge amount of damage here actually to Zerg player, but army count is fairly balanced. Currently 59 to 52 for the Protoss against the Zerg, and more of these Zealots are just going to come out here now, really tanking away the damage of these lurkers, which will be nice exposed by the Revelation. Just that one lurker there, not quite, but again, one lurker's not going to cause too much problem. But Zerg once again here having to rebuild their army. Hive is finally on the way here now, so we could see that Greater Spire come out here very shortly. Again, very ground-based style army here for the Protoss players. Those Broodlords are going to be very strong. He hasn't opted to go much in the way of Stalkers, and only really a couple of Archons out here, so Broodlords are going to be very strong in the situation. These Lings are going to come running out here for the run by again. You actually see a fleet beacon down here now for the Protoss, so perhaps he's going to go for carriers behind this. Or even Tempests. Tempests could be quite good, particularly to deal with the lurkers. These Lings are going to rush in here now behind, try and get in behind this middle line, but very nice warp in there for the Zealots to manage to hold this up. Hive is just about finishing up. We'll see if he does decide to opt and go for the Greater Spire. There we go. Greater Spire is down. 5th hatchery is on the way here now as well. Fleet Beacon has just finished up, so we'll see if he actually wants to build, say, some carriers around this. He will obviously wait for these Zerg to be knocked down, so he doesn't get any scout on what's going on. Do you know where he's put them? Yeah, the Fleet Beacon did finish. Nothing here just yet. Taliban actually going for the counter-attack, going to push in with these Immortals. Does manage to pick off that 3rd base from earlier on, but a lot of these minerals are mined out already, so not going to be a huge loss to the Zerg player. Obviously, managed to expand down this bottom side now. Viper and Corruptors are on the way out here now. Great Spire is just about to finish up, so we are going to see these Broodlords, and yes, as we expected, the carriers now on the way out here for the Protoss player. Only a single Stargate on the map though, so not going to be able to produce these too rapidly. Probably wants to up the production here a little bit, or he's having a hard time actually dealing with Broodlords. A few more Archons have come out, so that's going to help quite drastically. You see this 5th Nexus now coming out here for Salavan. Has opted to actually rebuild that hatchery, so got to mine 3rd again now as well. +3 attack is already finished up here. 4 Salamats on the ground side. +1 shield is on the way now. We do see now a 2nd Stargate coming down, and a mothership on the way here actually, coming out of that 4th base. Really going to opt to go for this kind of Sky Toss build. First carrier is going to finish up here in just a moment. You see these Broodlords here now already. First carrier, as I say, just about to pop out. 2nd Stargate will be up here very shortly. Very likely to see Protoss towards style of play. Okay, so small engagement down here on the bottom side of the map. Taliban obviously not really going to be able to get too much done there, pushing onto these Lurkers. Lurkers very good at zoning off the ground units. Players. Lurkers do put forward, and these Banelings and Hydras are just going to see if they can damage them. These Broodlords, obviously very nicely positioned, are going to cause a lot of trouble. This Protoss. Shoot! Come on, kill them! Kill the Broodlings! And you got the surround here now. Actually, on these yeah, no attack move actually here from the Protoss player. Just opting to right click and actually losing a couple of units. Just that miss micro there. Lurkers are going to rotate round now here into the third base of the Protoss. See if they can get any damage done, but Protoss not actually opting to do anything to defend this. He's pulled his entire army back here to the top side. I think he's just waiting for this mothership to come out here, so he can push in without too much worry of being seen. Obviously no detection here at all now for Zerg player. So yeah, this could really deal quite a bit of damage when should really play. A couple of carriers out here now on the map. That mothership is going to come in here very shortly, and yeah, the cloak from the mothership is actually going to cause merry hell against these lurkers, because they won't be able to see a thing that's going on and completely protect these ground units. But looks like the mothership isn't going to get there just in time, and the Zerg does manage to clean that up and takes the victory against Salavanth. So it was fortunately 2-0 of that best of 3, so the victory here does go to Guns and Roaches. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. That is going to be all today. Very well done to Guns and Roaches. Fantastic set of games here, and well done to Psionic Aftermath as well. Seeing you guys in. Oh well.